Well, hello, my darlings. Back for Rach and Bella's Crafters Christmas Hop. Very exciting, a little bit different way of doing things. So, I'm Creator One. Kelsey Thomas now is Creator Two. So, I'll make sure all the links are down in the description box below for Rach and Bella's website. Check out the collaboration calendar. There's clickable links in there. Check out the digital kits. They're absolutely gorgeous. Today, I'm only working with some simple pieces. Straightforward project. So mine and Kelsey's challenge was all about ephemera. So we had a little chat and we decided on the tea bag pockets. So back earlier this year when I was doing my idea book, I did what I called these simple tea bag pockets. So I've done two here using papers from the kit and filled them with, I think these have both got mini journals inside. And then there's two pockets here for tags. And again, on this one, I've got a mini book inside and there's two pockets for tags to go in. So one is very simply glued together. And the other one, I've worked out how to get it through my sewing machine. So I'll cover both of those. But to start, I don't think I've forgotten anything now. Yes, all my links will be down below for my original video, Rach and Bella's website, and Kelsey's channel. So please pop over to check her out. All you're going to need is scissors and a bit of glue. You really don't need, even eyelets and things like that. Use what you've got. And there's no measuring, which I know some of you don't like, but it is just any size rectangle. If you look back at my original video, I had a giant tea bag pocket, which I made more tea bag pockets to fit inside of that, and more tea bag pockets to fit inside of those. So it's really a simple idea. So let's start with this one, which I'm going to glue, and then I'll do it one more time and show you how I got it through the sewing machine. So I've printed the sugar cookies on one side and that on the other side. My printer doesn't print borderless, so I have trimmed off that tiny border from the printer. But all you want to do is fold it in half this way. And bone folder gone. Honestly, this desk just eats things. Oh, there it is. So, in that way, now you can make these any height or width that you want, depending on the size of rectangle that you're working with, but it works with any size rectangle. Fold your rectangle in half, long ways this way, fold it up. So I'm going to get mine about there, a little bit higher, about so. Yes. And then to make this extra tuck here, I'm going to take a pair of scissors and snip that short end up about as much of a difference as that. Easy peasy. Yes? And then fold down. So that is now reinforced. If you follow me so far. So that's my paper I folded in half, up. I've snipped that bit, folded that down, but now I want to reinforce that pocket just a teeny bit. So you can do it by hand or pop it onto a scoreboard. I'm going to give that about a 1/4 inch. It's just reinforcing you're just reinforcing that edge to have things come in and out of it often. So that edge and that edge are now reinforced. Those need to get stuck down if you're just gluing. Come on, art. There we go. I am going to try to hold out through this video. I think my sinuses are trying to kill me. I've not been very well at all. But if I have to pause, I have to pause. So I've reinforced that edge. Open it up. Give this one a little bit of a wiggle down. It's not going to go anywhere, being inside. There we go. Pin in the glue face. Come on, art. And now we need our tag shape at the top. Now, for, I know there's lots of different hacks for doing this, but for these, I've just done the idea, when you snip that off, make sure you know what direction it's falling on, because you want to pick it up, keep in the direction, and flip it. If you accidentally turn that triangle around, your tag shape won't be symmetrical, depending on how good your cutting skills are. I've done it many times, but there we go. There's my tag shape at the top. And for gluing this one, so before you do anything else at this stage, you want to ink it. So for this one, I've gotten vintage photo out. And for the inking, I will speed this up. So, watch this. Super speedy inking. There you go, some speedy inking for you. So at this point, let me show you, where's my template gone? Here it is. So if you're just gluing and not sewing, you want to, oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry. If you're just gluing, you want to glue that green line and that green line only for the first time. So let me show you. Glue some art on there, and there, and there, and then there and there. Pin in the glue face. Go. And close it up. A little bit messy. Because I'm rushing, I am. I haven't been on camera in so long. There we go. Oh. And then the second time you glue is to glue those two blue lines there to glue it up. Yes? So those two blue lines get glued next. There and there. I don't know why I can't talk when I'm gluing. It's like your brain decides to just disengage, doesn't it? If you're thinking about something. So, pin in the glue. There we go. Put Art back in his bottle so he doesn't fall over. So, that's it, really. There's so many different variations you could do on this, on the direction that you fold it, different flaps you could make out of here. You could fold the whole thing in the reverse direction, especially if you sort of right hand, left hand side to be stuffed. More things can be added on the back, more things added on the front, but that is the simplest way of looking at it from an A4 piece of paper or letter size piece of paper, is fold it, that gets glued, shut it up, glue that one, and then away you go, start decorating, embellishing, or whatever. So that's that one. So eyelets can be put in, it could be stuffed. Like I said, these now I stuffed with, that one I stuffed with a mini book and some tags. I haven't put anything on the top one yet because I have an idea for these for Christmas this year that I want to try. And I'll explain more about that towards the end of the video. So let's do the fold one more time, and then I'll show you how I've sewn one together. So I've got this again, proper sort of wrapping paper motif. I printed a bit of the check on the inside. So let's do the same one again, in half, that way. Give it a good crease. And I'm printing on 120 Navigator paper, I believe. Get that a little bit higher there. Just eyeballing it. Because again, any size rectangle will work. So let's give that one a snip on that short side. And about there. Because I'm just following the pattern of the paper. So that side gets folded down. So I don't know if it's a left hand, right hand thing. I tend to do things that fill from, I'm just trimming that tiny bit off so it doesn't, yeah. Get that one stuck down. If it's a left hand, right hand thing, do you tend, if you're right-handed, do you tend to make things that get filled from that direction? Really? And then I want a tiny bit of that to have a reinforced edge. I hope I'm making sense with as many times I'm turning this paper around. There we go. If it's a one-off sort of creation, but the idea I'm having with these at the moment is I want these edges reinforced because they're going to be handled a lot. So, yeah. So, for sewing this one, oh, no. I've done that again. Oh, come on. Nope, it's not going to work. I glued down the wrong side. Oh, man. I'll do it again then. I did that on one of my mock-ups as well, but I managed to get it to release. Doesn't matter. It's always a fix. We'll just glue it back down to be a bit shorter. There we go. There we go. Fixed. It's going to have a double reinforced lip on that one. So, for sewing. So, I've done my fold. I've done my fold halfway. Done my fold up. Sorted out those two top flaps there. Now, to sew this together, I need to cut my triangles at the top. Say, let that fall gently onto the table so I know which way I'm flipping it over for the other corner. There. So there's my tag shape. Now, let me show you how I put it through the machine. And then I'll have to pause to go and actually put it through the machine. So, when I open my template up like that, so open this one up like that, I need to now, where you see red writing, I need to sew from there to there, and there to there, and that flap there, one-sided through the sewing machine. Once I've done those 3, I can fold it up again and go from the green line all the way around. Pardon me. Oh, oh, my sinuses, honestly. So I'm going to go and do that, and I'll be back in a tick. Right, my darlings, I forgot to ink that one. So I've inked that one in, what is that? Versifying Claire Spruce. I've inked that one in. So my machine's dropping a couple of stitches, but that's okay. It's imperfect, which means it was made by hand and not in a factory, isn't it? So I've got all the stitching going around. And because the next step, again, like I showed you on the template a minute ago, is to glue there and there, similar to the first one. And because you're gluing stitching to stitching, you're making a pretty good bond. So there and there gets a stitch, or gets a glue, and close it up. But you've got that stitching effect then on all edges, including that big internal pocket. So while that sets up dry a second, let me show you on the other one. That was the glued one. So by stitching all the way around, you also have that exposed stitching on the inside of the pocket as well. Get that to focus. So stitching is going all the way around. The only place you don't have stitching is on that bottom. But of course, everything's encapsulated in there. So my idea for these going forward, I have no idea what Kelsey's going to do. So please go and check out her channel and see. Instead of doing multiple sizes like I did my idea book, I want to try to do a version of these to be a Christmas ornament to go on the tree. To actually hang on the tree. So I've got a sort of mini journal that I've made for that one to go on the inside. I may print out family photos to go on some of the tags or into some of the pockets. But the idea then is it's something that can be pulled off the tree and explored and then hung back up. I don't know. It's just an idea I'm playing with and pondering recently. So that was the sewn version. That's the one we've just done together. So you've got that big void inside that can hold a tag or photographs or a mini journal like that. And then the 2 pockets on the top. It just needs eyelets or whatever else you want to fill it with. And then the glued version, again, very simple to do in multiple sizes with different size triangles, rectangles. And again, with that one, I made a slightly thicker mini journal to go into that one using the papers. Rach, I'm loving the berries in this kit. I may just do something with just the pages with the berries because they're absolutely lush. So that mini journal goes in there. And then you've got these tags that can be written on. But again, even something like, you know, a recipe or someone's, you know, memory of a Christmas. And then, I don't know. I'm playing with the idea of having these as some sort of ornament to hang on the tree that can be pulled down and explored. But still an idea I'm playing with. But thank you ever so much for sticking with me. And thank you to Rach and Bella and all of the beautiful human beings over in their group. And I do hope you enjoy. Go check out Rach's site, check out the papers, check out the collaboration videos. They've all been really, really good so far, what I've seen so far. And please go check out Kelsey, because I can't wait to see what she does. So, thank you ever so much, my darlings, and hope to see you back again soon. Bye for now.